Hello. This is a mighty lesson we learned today, my love. God is a mind in which I think, lesson 45. God is a mind with which I think. Yes. Just understand, there's only one mind. I, as God's Son, His extension, live in God's mind. I'm His will. I'm His creation. And I share my mind with the Father. So, from the beginning, I shared only the mind with the Father, and we are having the same thoughts. The thoughts I'm thinking here, in this world of illusions, are not my real thoughts. They are related to concrete forms, bodies, desires. It has nothing to do with the reality in which we live in truth, in the Father, as the Christ, sharing one identity, in constant peace and love and joy. So all these limited thoughts of mortal things and events have nothing to do with what we really are. So when we want to come back to our reality, to wake up, we just let go all the limited thoughts and return to the true thoughts, which we all share with the Father and with each other. I cannot understand this process, but softly and lovefully we are guided here to go deep, deep in our mind, where those true thoughts are still there. It's like approaching an altar for God and me, the Son. And that might not be formulated thoughts as what I consider thoughts, but it is a deep, deep experience of oneness, of joy. The more I'm in me and my holy self, which I share with the Father and with everyone, the more my mind is enlightened with the reality, with the light, the love, the peace I am. So what I really search is myself, and the real thoughts I share with the Father and with you, with everyone. I don't know if this is clear for you. We have splitted our mind, and in one part of our mind we made up those ideas, limited ideas, and they are garbage. They are not real. And what we attempt to do is to let go all what we made up, which is like a veil, a wall against the truth, and comes to the eternal, unchangeable, the fundament in our mind, what we really are, and what we all share. This one beautiful, holy self, and that is what makes us happy. eternal living in peace and joy in the Father, with all what is alive. Okay, let's start our lesson 45. God is in the mind with which I think. I have to drink a sip of tea. As long as it's hot. Today's that are limited thoughts. Yes, but when I just take it easy and am in my mind in the unlimited, then this doesn't matter. I'm not a body. God is the mind with which I think. There's only one mind, and I'm in the mind of God. And that is the same mind God is thinking. Just imagine. Wow. Today's idea holds the key to what your real thoughts are. They're nothing that you think. Just as nothing that you think you see is related to vision in any way. Just imagine. Nothing here is real. There's no relationship between what is real and what you think is real. You say this is real, this desk is real. No, just an idea projected. Nothing that you think are your real thoughts. Resemble your real thoughts in any respect. Nothing that you think you see bears any resemblance to what vision will show you. So we have to wipe the blackboard clean with forgiveness and start to see what is really there. You think with the mind of God. That is very important. Therefore you share your thoughts with Him as He shares His with you. Sure. They are the same thoughts because they are thoughts by the same mind. To share is to make alike or to make one. Nor do the thoughts you think with the mind of God leave your mind, because thoughts do not leave their source. Very important. The thoughts which I, from the beginning of time, from before the time began, thought, they're still there. Therefore your thoughts are in the mind of God, as you are. I'm in the mind of God. Yes. They are in your mind as well, where He is. Yes. I'm the host of God in my creation. He made me His host. As you're part of His mind, so are your thoughts part of His mind. So I'm in the mind of God, and He is in me, and we share one mind, and we share thoughts forever. Where then are your real thoughts? Today we will attempt to reach them. We will have to look for them in your mind, because that is where they are. They must still be there, because they cannot have left their source. What is thought by the mind of God is eternal, being part of creation. So I'm in the mind of God, thinking with His mind, and we have thoughts, eternal thoughts, and this I want to find. Our 3 5-minute practice periods for today will take the same general form that we used in applying yesterday's idea. We will attempt to leave the unreal and seek for the real, for the unchangeable, for the eternal. We will deny the world in favor of truth. God is the truth. The eternal is the truth. The world is not real. There's no source in God, in love, in light, in life. We will not let the thoughts of the world hold us back. No. We will not let the beliefs of the world tell us that God would have us do this, what God would have us do is impossible. No. Instead, we will try to recognize that only what God would have do us is possible. Have us do is possible. We will also try to understand that only what God would have us do is what we want to do. Yes. And we will also try to remember that we cannot fail in doing what He would have us do. There's every reason to feel confident that we will succeed today. It is the will of God. So here, my love, we convince ourselves it's the will of God. It's not only possible, it will be surely possible because He wants it and I want it. Yes. Begin the exercises for today by repeating the idea to yourself, closing your eyes as you do so. So not like yesterday, open eyes, but you close your eyes and repeat that thought. God is a mind in which I think. Then spend a fairly short period in thinking a few relevant thoughts of your own, keeping the idea in mind. I'm thinking together with God, or whatever comes into your mind. These thoughts are eternal, and I share them with everyone, etc. After you have added some 4 or 5 thoughts of your own to the idea, repeat it again. God is a mind in which I think. And tell yourself gently, my real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them. My real thoughts are in my mind. I would like to find them. Then try to go past all the unreal thoughts that cover the truth in your mind and reach to the eternal. So only the eternal, the unchangeable, is that what I think together with God and what is real. The perishable, the human, the animal, the things which I made up as ideas are not real. And only the eternal makes us happy. The life, the peace, the joy, eternally given to me by God as His extension, His unlimited Son. No private thoughts. Thoughts which are shared with the Father and with everyone. It is this under all the senseless thoughts and mad ideas in which you have cluttered up your mind are the thoughts that you thought with God in the beginning. They are there in your mind now, completely unchanged. They will always be in your mind, exactly as they always were. They're eternal. Everything you have thought since then will change, but the foundation on which it rests is wholly changeless. So the thoughts I think with God are eternal. They are changeless. And that gives me the peace. That gives me the peace. It is this foundation towards which the exercises of today are directed. Here is your mind joined with the mind of God. I think with God. Here are your thoughts, one with His. My real thoughts. For this kind of practice, only one thing is necessary. Approach it as you would an altar dedicated in heaven to God the Father and to God the Son. Something very holy and precious. For such is the place you are trying to reach. You will probably be unable as yet to realize how high you are trying to go. Yet even with a little understanding you have already gained, you should be able to remind yourself that this is not an idle game, but an exercise in holiness and an attempt to reach the kingdom of heaven. So the kingdom of heaven, brother, my love, is in you, is in our mind. We are an unlimited mind, and 99% is the reality, the kingdom of heaven. The mind I share with God and everyone, and only a tiny little part we split it and made up a world with panic pictures, with ideas, with mortal, perishable things, not real. And we return to reality and let go the false perception. Yeah. In the shorter exercise piece of today, try to remember how important it is to you to understand the holiness of the mind that thinks with God. Yes. I'm one with God, in God, and think the same thoughts. Take a minute or so as you repeat the idea throughout the day to appreciate your mind's holiness. My mind is one with God and very holy. Stand aside, however briefly, from all thoughts that are unworthy of Him, whose host you are. So, when God created me, He made me His host. He is in my mind. Just imagine, oh, God is with you. All His treasures are with you. He is in your mind. Joy is with you, love is with you. And thank Him for the thoughts He is thinking with you. Yes. How I feel, Jesus asking. Great. It's so amazing to realize I'm one with the Father. And I'm one with you. We are one in the Father. And the Father gave me and you Himself. We are beings of light and love, sharing the same life, the same thought, the same mind. How was the exercise? Great. Well, natural. I just sank in the mind. Reminding myself that I am one with the Father. And I just felt the peace, the love. I felt that the Father is with me. Beautiful. Yes. He has given everything to me. What makes me happy. He knows what I need and what makes me happy. And the thoughts I think with Him, actually, there were not thoughts like what we think are thoughts. It's more their qualities, their experience. That peace and joy. And totally protected in the Father. That sensation of safety. Yeah. Beautiful. Do the exercise. And don't question anything. Just do it. Like the child does it, what the Father says he should do. God is with you. Holy Spirit will guide you. Beautiful. Thank you, Father, for this course, for this training.